government is Ilaorongu, Ogun State. He has told us that, of course, there are 16 local governments in Ekiti State, and that the total number of accredited voters were 315,058. For some of the parties, he said the APC polled 201,494 votes, while the PDP garnered 89,554 votes. The Labour Party got 11,397 votes, while the SDP polled 2,011 votes. According to him, total votes cast for the presidential election in Ekiti State stands at 308,171. And then total rejected votes, that is invalid votes, stands at 6,301. Total vote cast stands at 314,472. He also told us that the results of about 2 polling units were cancelled, one in Ado Ekiti local government and the other one in Ekiti East local government, due to what he called bypass of the beavers and overvoting. The INEC chairman has received the results, being the returning officer for this presidential election, and he has adjourned proceedings till tomorrow, because no state, we've not gotten any other result from any of the states. So hopefully most of the results will come in tonight, or some of them will come in tonight, and then tomorrow morning we shall return here to continue with the collation. Remember, this is Vanguard Live, and I am Omeza Ajay. Just about an hour ago, the Commission acknowledged challenges being experienced by people or by Nigerians who wanted to access the results via the INEC result viewing portal. And they have said that it is not as if there was an external intrusion of their systems, but that it's just a case of a technical glitch, because they were trying to expand the scope of the IREV, of the result viewing portal, for the presidential election. This is the first time that the result viewing portal will be used on a nationwide basis. Before now, it was mainly deployed for off-season elections, that is state constituency elections, some federal legislative elections, and of course some state governorship elections. So, but for the presidential election, they decided to expand the scope of that IREV, and according to INEC, this has resulted to some technical glitches, which they said they are handling. The INEC chairman has assured that all the results of the elections are safe, both the ones that have been uploaded onto the IREV and the ones that are yet to be uploaded. He has said that all the results are safe inside the beavers, inside the bimodal voter accreditation system. See you again later. I am Omeza Ajayi from the National Collation Center here in Abuja.
You may step forward to present.
Rejected votes. Go ahead, please. 3892. 3892. 3892.
Thank you very much. I think again, your addition is not adding on to our own addition. But and we will again step this down so you can detect the source of your error. Our addition here says 85647, and you are presenting 84. I can't remember the value. 096. That's it's a big gap, and you have to detect the source of the error. But in the meantime, can we do a simple one? Excuse me, please let's start from the beginning. So what is the first part of this? Okay? And somebody with a calculator just also help us. So we do the manual, we compare it with the one in the paper, and then we look at the one that is done by our Excel worksheet. So if you have a calculator, please go with us. 233 plus 28 28 233 plus 28 plus 124 plus 498 plus 197 plus 50353 plus 152 plus 53 plus 19 plus 109 plus 28951 plus 400 plus 33 plus 4508 plus 17 plus 57 plus 60 plus 855.
8687.
Thank you. So, madam, you have to go back and trace the source of the error. Thank you very much. Do we have comments on these results, please? Comments, questions? Yes, madam. 29,222. Okay, is it a case of the person signing a blank result sheet? No, I want to know the source.
Because I know what my agent, what party agent went to. You don't have to do that. What I have here, 29,250.
Because I'm wondering how 29,222 became 28,951. What can be the source of the difference? I think what we can do is to present the results as we have it. Because this is what we have, and the documents we have are with them. So if you have documents that we can look at, I think that will work well with us. The total.
Yes.
Okay. Please, thank you very much. Don't prevent it to the collation of staff. They are going out to, Madam, please step aside so you go look at the papers, look at what she's presenting, and then you come back to us because your data is not adding up. Thank you very much. Please, where is the next person? Who is the next person? Please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. J.B. Minaro, an associate professor at the University of Lagos. I'm presenting for a local government area. Okay, thank you. We have 19. Please, can you hear me? Can you hear me? We have 19 wards in Epe local government, and we have Epe.
Please go ahead.
For number of registered voters, we have 160,361. 160,361 for number of registered voters. Number of accredited voters, we have 30,683. 30683. Now, votes received by political parties. We have A, that means A party.
No, not to those valid, sir. Ones that are valid,
I will say that after the political parties. Party A, 54. Party A, 54. Party AA, 6. Party AA, 06. Party AAC, 18. Party AAC, 18. ADC, 211. ADC, 211. ADP, 58. ADP, 58. ABC, 19,867. ABC, 19867. ALGA, 34. ALGA, 34. APM, 14. APM, APP 7, APP 707, BB 25, BB 25, LP 3,497, LP 3497, NNPP 76, NNPP 76, NRM 14, NRM 1414, BDP 5,221, 5,221 is 5221, BDP 5221, BRP 6, BRP 6, SDP 22, SDP 22, YBB 11, YBB 11, ZLB
Line in.
ZLB 81, ZLB 81. Total valid votes 29,222. 29,222. Rejected votes 1,356. Rejected votes 1,356. Total vote cast 30,578. 30578. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your addition tallies with our own. I want to find out, do we have comments, questions on this result? Questions, comments? If there are not, please, can we have the... Okay,
Yes.
translations. Do you have
Yes,
translations?
yes, we do, ma'am. We have issue of beavers functioning properly in some places, and they resorted to manual votes. And that happens in.
I almost didn't feed the cup. I was like,
in 3 wards, Ward 19,
are you
Ward
always
8, and Ward 5.
Are you
Ward
always
19 is a polling unit 10.
are you always
8 is a polling unit 15, and Ward 5
okay, how far?
21. Yes. So I have 3.
Okay.
So the total number of registered voters for that 3 for the first one at Ward 19, polling unit 10, the total number of registered voters is 809.
INEC don't show no love.
892. For Ward 8,
The total for the 3.
okay, the total is 1,533. 1,1533.
Okay, nothing don't show for year 2. Nothing don't show for year 2. Not too sure.
The total number of
Abi.
PVC collected.
Abi.
We have. Except I just.
All right.
Now we have
All right.
892 for
Please
the.
call it.
Okay.
8.
892
Yes.
For the first one, 191.
191.
Yes, and 97.
And 97. It's 1,180. Is that correct? 1,180 for the three PUs affected. Okay. So if we don't have any other questions or comments, please present the hard copy of the result. I beg the local government. Let's read the please. I beg the local government. Your comment is on based on what we have finished or what the one we are about to start. The one we have finished. She needs me up and it is correct. What we presented here is correct. Thank you very much, madam. What did you say? Who is ready? Which one is ready? Yeah, please come forward now. Please come forward. Please come forward. Okay, second island. This is for the certificates reviewing. Certificate is reviewing. This is Lagos Island. Please present.
Yes, Lagos Island.
On your
My name is Chinwe Onyokoro, electoral officer, Lagos Island.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is actually Professor Taufikat Adesanu, presenting for Lagos Island. Okay, thank you. Collation as local government area level, Lagos Island. For Lagos Island, we have 19 wards. And underneath, we have number of registered voters to be 200,048. 2008.
200,048. The number of accredited voters, 34,989. 34989. Now I'm going to talk about the votes that has been recorded against each party. A 1818. A party A 1818. Party AA 606. Party AAC
Okay.
44.
Oh, Mamba.
Party AAC 44. Party ADC 168. 168. Party AGC 168. 168. Party AGP 63. 63. Party AGP 63. 63. Party APC 27,760. 27760. Party APC 27,660. 27.
So, what is it again? You are being said.
I said Party APC. Party APC 27,760. 27,760 votes.
Madam, go ahead. At the point to make states. Please go ahead.
Do you get it now, ma?
Yes.
Thank you for that. And the next on the list is APGA 3434. APGA 34 votes 34. APL 707. APP 606. BP 1212. LP 3,058. 3058. NNPP 79. NNPP 7979. NRM 505. PDP 2,521. 2521. 2,521. PRP 303. SDP 8088. YPP 2020. YPP 2020. ZLP 74. ZLP 74. Total valid votes 33,886. Total valid votes. No, we have 33,886. Let me know.
And the total
votes. Total rejected votes 1,052. 1,052. 1052. We now have total votes cast 34,938.
Thank you very much, madam.
It's not me.
Yes, but please permit me to speak.
Thank you.
The addition that she has is not tallying with our own. So we are going to step it down And they will come back. Oh, please, are there cancellations?
No.
No cancellation?
No cancellation.
Okay. The addition of your total valid votes is not equal to our total valid votes. I will please request that you step aside and reconcile your results. Do we have questions or comments for them before they leave, please? No questions, no comment, except that your total is not tally with ours. So you please come back, take a good look at it and then you come back. Thank you very much. Please come back for the document. Okay, do we know the source of the error now?
He recorded 606.
For which of the parties? Okay, please sit down and tell us your whole total now.
Okay.
So we check it in our total.
Okay. The total valid votes now. It's not working. Total valid votes 33,886.
Thank you. Okay, total valid votes 33,886. 33886. Rejected votes 1,052. And total votes cast 34,938.
Thank you very much.
No cancellation.
Thank you. No cancellation. Total correct. Please give us the hard copy of the results.
Thank you.
No comments. No questions. Yeah, it is our property, madam. Please bring it. We have information that the other local governments are still reviewing their results. They are not ready for now. Or is anyone ready? No. So please, can we take a short break or just wait here? A short break. Okay. This is the time of democracy. People are voted for a short break. So we'll take a short break and we'll be here. We'll come back at 8:30, please. Thank you.
Our landlord and his wives happy fight for Africa, sha. Chai, no mind the man. With that in nose like our Market Square Junction.
Una don't start this now gossiping again, Abi. Okay. Una met their Akamata Community Square. They sell their votes to politicians for cool 5K. Una sit down here, the mumu una self. It's alright.
Omo, make we sef go collect our own cash. Collect waiting. God forbid. So you won't sell the next 4 years of your life for 5K, Abi? Well done. You sabi say this 5K now 4 naira per day for the next 4 years. Make una get sense now. Haba.
Na nonsense una dey talk. Make month end reach, make una no pay me my rent. Na that time I go see fire. Make una no dey listen to people like this landlord. Election no be business. Na your civic duty to your country to help elect the correct leaders them. We go fit create better life for us and no go get future for our children. Make you no sell your vote. Cause if you sell your vote, na your future you don't sell be that. This message now from the Center for Democracy and Development, CDD, with support from the Makoto Foundation.
Mayor.
Oh, I wish you were here.
I'm always with you.
But it's not the same without you.
MTN 5G's amazing technology will change how we experience life and the internet. Get ready to encounter the incredible, and remember, no be juju, na MTN 5G.
The Empower program, which is the job creation program with graduate and non-graduate components. This program has enrolled the following vulnerable youth to date. Batch A has the 200,000 number, Batch B 300,000 as mentioned in my earlier statement, while Batch C1 has 510,000 youths and Batch C2 490,000 youths. In total, we have 1.5 million of these youths, unemployed youths, that are being engaged and being supported.
This message is brought to you from the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
My name is Abimbola Majokudunonokoya, and I'm from Abeokuta, Ogun State. Actually, I just got here coming from United States as a frequent flyer into Nigeria. I've never been to this airport. I've kind of heard about it, but I've never seen it. So when I came out from the airport, I was kind of disoriented a little bit, like what's going on here?
I'm Comrade Derigo Ehidiame. I'm from Edo State, Nigeria. I'm coming from a trip. I've passed through so many African countries before getting to this place. When I saw Nigeria airport, I marvel.
So I just want to commend the work that's been done here. It's a beautiful place. I mean, I made quite some videos and pictures, unlike the other airport.
Kudos to the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari.
And I give it up to Buhari for giving us this beautiful airport. I hope the maintenance culture kicks in.
Become your best self with new and exciting data plans from 9 Mobile. Visit www.9mobile.com.ng or any of our 9 Mobile Experience Center.
9 Mobile. Here for you. Here for Nigeria. In an effort to reduce overcrowding and ensure stress-free voting experience on election day, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has moved voters from overcrowded polling units to less congested ones within the same location. All eligible voters can visit cvr.inecnigeria.org/VVS or voters.inecnigeria.org to confirm the polling unit where their names appear on the voters register to vote on election day. Also note that the list of eligible voters in each of the 176,846 polling units will be physically displayed at each polling unit nationwide before the day of election. INEC is therefore encouraging all eligible voters to verify their polling unit using the various options before they go and vote on election day. This message is brought to you by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and the Center for Democracy and Development (CDD), with support from the Osiwa Africa Foundation.
Do you forget your points? Are you shy and need confidence? How do you give a speech with polish? Learn how at the School of Eloquence,
the home of public speaking. Attend the public speaking masterclass or coaching. Log on to schoolofeloquence.org. Teaching the world to speak.
back to the 2023 verdicts, our continuing coverage of the general elections, and back here, as you may have seen, some of the results already trickling in at the National Collation Center. One result for Ekiti State has been announced by the Commission. And then in some states, collation is ongoing. In fact, some are already announcing the result, as it were. Lagos just went on recess. They reconvene by 8:30. A couple of results have been announced there, and we expect more when they reconvene from their recess. And some other states have also began announcements up north and down south. We'll bring you all of those as we get them. But Ekpe, for instance, the results is out there. Lagos mainland as well. So some states have been announced. So, Prof, from the look of things now, does this in any way assuage any frayed nerves concerning those who are looking to see a type and certain kinds of result in terms of quantity being announced?
Yes, but it's still very far, as I said earlier. Given the expectations, we shall have more than one announced by now. 5, 6, 10, that will be better. And now you can see, INEC has already closed the National Collation Center, and it will not be reopened until tomorrow, 11 o'clock. This is a very long period of time. And does that mean that from now up to 11 we will not get the results? So Nigeria has still issues. Nigerians are still worried. Nigerians are still worried.
But monitoring what is happening at the State Collation Center, we were focusing on Lagos earlier. They've taken a break now. They intend to reconvene at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And so some people will ask, why are we paying so much attention to Lagos? But when you think of the fact that 6.2 million votes are at stake, are up for grabs, I think about over 7 million registered voters in that particular state, and I think about just about 6.2 million collected their PVCs in that state to vote, so 1 million less than the registered number of voters. So far, so good. I think only 4 local governments have been announced: Lagos Mainland, Ikorodu, Ekpe, and Lagos Island. We understand that the collation officer for Ikorodu was asked to go back and
cross-check her figures.
Exactly, cross-check her figures. So it does raise questions as to the manual nature of things. It does appear that the more we introduce technology, the more manual we are with our things. And you have to ask, how difficult is it to do simple arithmetic? It seems that when human beings are involved, or when votes are involved, arithmetic all of a sudden becomes algebra. I don't know. Has that been your experience?
Yes, no matter how much we introduce technology into this, it still boils down to, the human factor. And that is why that question has been raised by that observer, that there is a discrepancy in the figures. It also shows the narrow-mindedness of some of us in terms of being conscious of the importance of this assignment that we are doing. How can you bring discrepancies in the figures? And you can see very clearly the person that creates that observation, the lady that creates that observation, has already snapped the results. And by the time the collation officer was announcing, everyone can see clearly the discrepancies. And she has to go back and address that. And this also raises major problems about having confidence in the activities of INEC, in the staff of INEC, in the ad hoc staff of INEC, having their competence to address some of these issues.
But the fact that the discrepancies are being noticed, because it would seem that as the collation officers are making the announcements, the returning officers also have to be, writing as we are writing here, and also adding up. At the end of the day, they add up all of those figures, however manual it is, and they're able to say whatever it is that it has been given. Doesn't that also bring to the fore some of the changes that were made, or the amendments that was done for the 2022 Electoral Act?
Yeah, that is very important, that people can be asked to go back and review the results. And unless the result can only be accepted if all the parties have accepted them. That is a very good, significant progress. But that still raises the question of creating suspicions in the mind of all parties. In the first place, there is no need for you to bring these people to these discrepancies. How have you arrived at these discrepancies? So it is raised the issue of suspicion, and that eventually will create, tension within the political system.
Okay. So let's look at again the spread of the votes. The way the votes are spread from the announcements made in Lagos, what does that say? You talked about earlier. You talked about the fact that the number of rejected votes doesn't speak well of the cosmopolitan nature of Lagos. Why do you think so?
Yes, I was worried because Lagos is one of the most enlightened.
Okay, just 1 second, Prof. We'll just go over to Rivers State. We have some updates from Rivers State as regards the voting process, the electioneering process there.
Level, so hopefully we should be getting some feedback from there. So one of those key states, Lagos. Okay, let's hear them for a bit.
So there's earlier they were still searching about the SAM, but they've not got any results announced.
For some key states, remember one of those this rivers, you know how crucial it is, because the governors who disagreed with their candidates, they had a lot of meetings here. So how this plays out will be very interesting to see what happens to the PDP, the Labour Party, the APC in Rivers. Who will clinch it? What will the margin of votes be, as a matter of fact? Because there were even some reports too that was in some areas about what was going on with voting in some areas in Rivers, which many had thought that the Commission or Security should look into some of those questions that were being asked of the electors who claimed that they were prevented from voting in some areas. So it will be interesting to see where the pendulum swings in Rivers. So it's one of those states where what happens there can have a huge impact on the overall results. Don't forget, there's Rivers, there's Lagos, there's Kano. So several states like that, even Kaduna to a large extent as well. So you have those states who many are looking to see what happens there. Prof, do you have any expectation whatsoever? Okay, just a minute. Let's hear a little bit of what's going on here.
We are yet to get, once we get here, we are going to see how many LGs are ready. Up till now, we have not received any LG ready here. We have been ready since night. From 12 o'clock, the CB and I, also the state presidential collation officer is around. He has been calling. And of course, people are even insinuating that something is happening other than what is a general problems across the country. So it's not only here. I was watching the channels by the issues as they are taking the issues state by state, and I saw so many states that are complaining about this, but it will be rectified. It will be rectified.
All right, so yes, and they keep it locked here at channels where we'll just serve you what's going on as it happens and as we get them. So the Rex are all keeping an eye here as well. So and then they're sending their feeds to us, so you can imagine as soon as we get it, you will get it as well. So, Prof, do you have any expectations, for instance, concerning how you expect things to turn out in Rivers? What's your analysis of that?
Given the dynamics of the current political system in Nigeria, it's very difficult to predict. And you can see clearly how Labour Party, is making significant progress in Lagos. So it's very difficult to predict. But given the general, conflicting interests between the governor of Rivers State and his main, political party, so obviously you would assume that Wiki will do his own doing in that state.
Okay.
He didn't come out clearly to say this is the party is
They supported, yeah, but a lot of people imagine that he wasn't supporting. I mean, they know clearly he wasn't supporting the PDP.
Absolutely.
I'm just wondering, the Rex there speaking to the fact that there have been challenges all over the country and that they have been monitoring our station as well to see what the situation has been for a number of collation centers. But I wonder what unique problems the collation centers must have been experiencing for it to be this late, for us to be saying collation at the state level. I mean, you talked about even local elections in Osun and Ekiti. By this time, almost the following day, almost all the results were in, at least at the state level. So do you have any inkling as to why it is that it's taking this long for us to even see substantial collation at the states?
Yes, because the elections are conducted very late. That's just the only reason that you can assume has contributed to this lateness of collations of results. As I said earlier, even this morning I was talking to some people from across some states. They were still voting. They were still counting votes. Many of my friends that were outside the field, they have not completed their assignments. So this is the reason why the collation of results, even across the state, is still very late, and that has now dovetailed into the National Collation Center. That only after 24 hours, or even more than 24 hours, only one set has been announced in Nigeria. By INEC. This is a serious problem.
Oh, we understand that our correspondent, Simon, is in Yola.
Yeah, but I think he'll be coming up a little later, so we'll bring that to you as well. He himself, alongside several other colleagues of ours in different states, just keeping tabs. So once we get that, we will bring it to you. So at this point, we'll just take a quick moment. But Prof, really have to thank you for your time and being patient as well. Professor Solomon Kura, IRAD analyst. So we'll be looking forward to see how this analysis, this IRAD will eventually come up as well. So we're keeping tabs on all of those as well.
Thank you so very much. It's a pleasure being with you.
Alright, so let's take a look at Anwaldo's piece on what's playing out on social media.
To the social media segment on the 2023 Verdict program on Channels Television, where we bring you some of the pictures, emails, and videos you sent to our social media platforms. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Anne Mwawado. We know so much happened yesterday. As we say, well done to those who went out to cast their votes. I mean, despite the frustrations, the rains, the hot sun, beavers malfunction, pockets of violence in some parts of the country, so many people were determined to vote and ensure transparency. So once again, well done. And talking about defying the odds, take a look at this bride who voted in her wedding gown. This picture is from Peace d'Avoie. The bride left her wedding to come and vote. People have made lots of sacrifices. Our votes must count. And the next one is from govotes.ng. It's past midnight, election is still on at some polling units across Nigeria. Electorates are awake to see their votes count. And this is coming from Chizoba Imoka at 3:38 a.m. We're still counting our votes at Police Affairs Kubwa, that's in Abuja. But while it was sunny in some parts of the country, it rained in other parts, but this did not discourage the voters at all. Let's see some of the pictures and videos of voters in the rain. And this is also from Abuja. Voting process continued even in the rain. We must exercise our rights as we wait for a possible outcome. And you see the video there. We're in the rain and exercising their rights. This is also coming from Chukudin Joko. He says it's raining heavily in Port Harcourt on election day. Nature has disenfranchised us just after I cast my vote. My polling unit is gone, so it means the rain took the polling unit away. But there was some good news at the end. Our votes are intact. The ballot boxes are somehow watertight, thanks to everyone in the polling units and INEC Nigeria personnel who made sure the materials were protected from the rainstorm. And the next one is coming from Valtino. It says it started to rain. Voters remained adamant their votes must count. And of course, Tech Savvy 05 says this heavy downpour did not deter voters and they came out to vote. Their votes shall not be wasted. Thank you so much for sending that. This is coming from Azizat Olaoluwa. It says my colleague is doing the night watch as voting continues at Amuodofi. They are focused their phone lights, I'm sure, to help INEC. But we also got some messages of difficulties voters had to face during the process of the election. And this email is coming from Chidi Onyemelukwe. It says that kindly ask them why the INEC officials were not giving the password to upload results. That's what they claimed here in the polling units in Obiapo local government area of Rivers State. And another one is coming from a youth corps member. It says, my name is Anthony Ehis Crown, a youth corps member. We experienced a technical problem with the BVAS machines, which resulted in approximately 58 persons voting without being properly captured on the said BVAS machines. And Oshinade Owolabi says, my major concern in this election is the uploading of results. It was observed the BVAS only allowed uploading of results images. One would reasonably expect the BVAS would allow results to be entered in the polling units of each political party. So another one is coming from Charles Udengu. Says, I write concerning the issue of uploading results in some areas in Lagos and other states. The Asian people says, did like 17 straight hours in my polling unit yesterday. I didn't get accredited and I didn't vote, so she will try again today. All right. And we know voting is still going on in some parts of the country, Kaduna, Bayelsa, Cross River, Jos, Edo. We hope that those gets concluded. And this is from Derek Freddy. He says that they queued at about 9:30 a.m. At 6:30 p.m. they were disenfranchised. When it got to their turn, having stood all day, they were told there was no network, which he thinks was deliberate. Well, as we said earlier, some people were so determined to vote despite all that happened yesterday. Let's take a look at some of this. And this is from Papi Riri. He says, I left my polling unit about 11:25 p.m. I was glad I was there when it started, witnessed as the result was uploaded, and I went home fulfilled that my vote counted. And this one is come from James 99874. It says at almost 7:30 p.m. INEC voting continued and many left because they were tired, but he stayed till the very end. And you can see there the INEC official counting alongside voters, counting with him through the night.